Welcome to Fair Game. I'm Kristine Leahy. My guest today is a Hall of Fame jockey who racked up 5,100 career victories, earning $258 million. He's won the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness, and the Belmont Stakes 3 times. The Bionic Man, Gary Stevens, is here. Bionic Man is a name I would either give to a comic book hero or someone who's had a lot of surgeries. You fall into the second category.
Yes.
Walk me through these surgeries you've had.
A lot of them wear and tear, a lot of them from hitting the ground. Fake knee, fake hip, that's just from going too many miles over a long period of time. I was able to come back and race at a high level with both of those. So they talk about the Bionic Man. I like to call him the $6 million man.
You have $6 million worth of surgeries inside of you?
Probably.
Oh gosh. What was the most painful?
Knee replacement for the first 3 weeks. I was wondering what the heck I did to myself, and it was a pain that you couldn't get away from. But after 3 weeks, every day was better than the day before, and pain-free now. And as far as the joints go,
is this something that's common with jockeys?
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not unusual. I think in any sport, it's not considered a contact sport, but it's definite contact when you hit the ground.
Sure. Is that what it's from? Is when you're flying off the horse and not just from the position that you have to be in?
It's strange. My injury didn't happen by hitting the ground. It happened from a whiplash of the horse just lunging ferociously. Something caused the horse to get very excitable, and it was like being in a car accident 5 times in about a 10-minute period, and I didn't realize at the time that I'd fractured a vertebrae, and it was actually up against my spinal cord. So just a lot of numbness, and didn't go away. Like a really bad stinger that just wouldn't go away. So.
You're finally retired. Are you at peace with this now, especially considering the injuries?
Yeah, I am now. When I realized just how lucky I was when I talked to my longtime orthopedic buddy, Dr. Jim Taboni. He did my very first surgery on me way back when, and when he read the MRI on me, he just put it very bluntly. He says, "You're done," over the phone. He says, "You won't even ride a merry-go-round." And he said, "You're a 1/16 of an inch or millimeter from being a quadriplegic." And he said, "Just be careful till you get this surgery done. I'm going to hook you up with a surgeon here at USC, and we'll get you taken care of." So I am at peace with it. I had a long career. Took 7 years off to pursue some other things and get healthy to come back and tear my body up again. And it was a good comeback. I'm glad I did it, but it's over with. And just stay involved with analyzing races in the future here. Going to be seeing quite a bit of me on Fox over the next year. So I'm looking forward to a new page.
Was that hard then for you to get that call and for him to say you are absolutely done, there's nothing more you can do, or you kind of felt at this time it was okay?
Well, I hadn't felt what I was feeling ever in my life for that period of time. I'd felt, I had stingers and everything. When you're a little kid playing football out back and stuff, you get those stingers. And that this was like getting hit with a bolt of lightning about 5 times in 10 minutes, and the numbness wouldn't go away. So I knew there was something going on, but no, actually my wife had dropped the MRI disc off to Dr. Taboni, and she called me at about 8 o'clock, and I said, "Hey, Sweet Pea, what's up?" And it was Dr. Taboni on the phone. He said, "This isn't Sweet Pea, it's Dr. T, and you're done." He said, "You're not even riding a merry-go-round." He said, "You need to be careful about what you're doing physically right now and get this thing taken care of." So.
All of that considered, in the pain and the surgeries and the sacrifices, was it all worth it?
Yes. I wouldn't change anything. I think I was very fortunate for a kid from Idaho to get the opportunities. I worked hard to get the opportunities that I got over my career, and it opened up a lot of other doors for me in different environments, and educated me throughout travel around the world. And so I wouldn't change anything. With the breaks that I've had and the injuries, it's all part of the game. It builds character, and made a lot of made a lot of good friends in the doctor's offices.
You did. I'm a huge animal lover. I'm assuming you have to be as well when
Yes.
you're involved with them so closely every single day. And only a jockey can really understand what it's like to ride a horse in a situation like that. It's fast, it can be dangerous, sometimes you have to have this relationship. Can you kind of put me in the saddle of what you experienced during a race?
Just, you know, it's second nature to me, but it's second nature adrenaline rush every time you pop out of the starting gate, and it's constant change in a race. The checks and balances are going off instantaneously. You're trying to be aware of what's going on in front of you, which horses are in front of you, which means which ones are behind you, which jockeys, and running checks. You know, how much horse do I have? How much energy is this horse using? And do I go through this hole? Do I attempt to go through this hole? Is this horse willing to go where I want to go? And you'll test them one time, and if they're like hesitant, you pick a new avenue to go. And if you point them at a small opening and they're game enough to go, you're like, you push the gas pedal and do it. And it's all fun, but there's nothing like winning any race. It can be for a small trainer with a horse that's not worth a lot of money, but he goes out there and tries and gives his all for you and enjoys what he's doing. And that husband and wife team, that might be their Kentucky Derby, you know. So to see the smile on their face when you come back and get the job done, that's what it's all about at the end of the day, the hard work that everybody puts in.
Check out our YouTube channel, Fair Game on FS1, to catch all the best highlights of our show. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you never miss an episode.